A lot of injury news for the Patriots on Wednesday. We're going to get to that in just a second. But starting with, you know what it is. It's Brady week. The Buccaneers coming here on Sunday Night Football to play the Patriots at Gillette Stadium. The return of one Tom Brady to Foxboro. And Patriots head coach Bill Belichick held his Wednesday morning press conference and actually had a lot to say, both about Brady, Seth Wickersham's book that's set to come out, excerpts being released from that book today, and all things Tampa Bay. The Patriots head coach saying that both Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski have done a lot for this organization and for him personally, and he has a lot of respect for both guys, but on Sunday, they are the enemy. Here's Patriots head coach Bill Belichick on facing Tom Brady.
Do you consider him a tough quarterback to defend?
Yeah.
Is that the question?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just tough. He's as tough as any quarterback there is or ever has been. I mean, enough said. I mean, his numbers are incredible. He's about to pass the all-time passing record. He's done more than any other player at that position in whatever measurement you want to take, whether it's yards, completions, touchdowns, championships, you name it. So put anything out there you want. Like, it doesn't get any tougher than him.
Belichick also denied a report from ESPN's Seth Wickersham that he did not want to meet face-to-face with quarterback Tom Brady when he decided to depart to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last offseason. Belichick saying that a lot of those remarks in Wickersham's book are from second, third, and fourth sources and nobody that he speaks to on a regular basis. The head coach did not seem too happy with some of the things that were written about the Patriots in the book by Wickersham. Now turning over to the injury front for the Patriots, a lot of news to report on there, as well as Patriots running back James White will indeed miss the remainder of the season due to a hip injury that he suffered in the game against the New Orleans Saints. There was initial optimism that White would go on injured reserve and have a chance to return later in the season, but ESPN's Adam Schefter and Field Yates reporting that White will indeed land on IR and will not return in the 2021 season. White's season is over, which is a huge bummer for the Patriots and for James White. The silent leader, the quiet leader is what a lot of Patriots players called him today, and just a consummate pro that does everything correctly and is often that person that people look to emulate in the Patriots locker room. At least James White will be able to stick around and help out his teammates off the field, in meeting rooms, things like that, but he will not play for the remainder of the season due to a hip injury. On a positive note in the injury report, Patriots wide receiver N'Keal Harry returned to practice on Wednesday. Harry, of course, has been on IR with that shoulder issue that in the game that he suffered in a game in the preseason in August. Harry's clock is now ticking to return from IR. The Patriots have 21 days to activate the wide receiver, but the belief is here that he could return to the field as soon as Sunday against the Tampa Bay Bucs. So N'Keal Harry back on the practice field. Offensive tackle Trent Brown was limited once again on Wednesday with a calf injury. There's optimism internally that Brown will be able to play against the Bucs on Sunday. So James White out for the season with a hip injury. N'Keal Harry back at practice. Trent Brown limited once again. That's the summation of the Patriots injury report on Wednesday, and we will have you completely covered all week long from Gillette Stadium. Bucs week, Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, who was actually a DNP, I should mention really quickly, for the Bucs on Wednesday with that rib injury that he suffered in Sunday's game against the Los Angeles Rams. And there is some doubt on whether or not Gronk will be able to play in this game on Sunday night. So make sure to monitor that as we move forward as well. CLNS Media's Patriots coverage is brought to you by the Legends brand. High-performance apparel with style and comfort that you will want to wear all day long. Use the promo code PATS20 for 20% off your first order. That is legends.com.